Hallo und willkommen zu einer Folge Tower of Fantasy. So, wir gehen wieder zurück zum Netzwerk. Starten damit auch das nächste Kapitel. Dann, ja, ich sehe schon, wahrscheinlich kommt er wieder, wir sollen uns bei Odins Taverne da wieder treffen. Also mit Plotty reden noch, ne? Wait. Wahrscheinlich gerade erst das Netzwerk nehmen und jetzt muss ich wieder zurück und mit Plotty reden? Warte, was? What the fuck?
Plotty, what happened?
The program specifically designed to scan for data singularities was detected by the network's firewall and is temporarily unusable. Therefore, I can't provide you with the exact location of the data singularity this time. I told you before, data singularities in the surface layer are a type of error or loophole in the system. So in order to find singularities like this, the program essentially acts as an attack on the network. I've only used this program on the network twice, but its firewall has already identified it as a source of attacks and will counterattack whenever I activate it. For that reason, I don't have a way to locate data singularities right now.
And so?
There are certainly other singularities within the network, but you'll need to find them yourself this time. You're quite familiar with the surface layer now, right? Have you noticed any distinctive features?
The coordinates for the last two data singularities happen to be where the omnium reactors were located in the surface layer. Maybe there's some sort of connection between the two?
I'm not talking about that. It's the similar data fluctuations that might indicate a weakening in the firewall's functions.
I'm not sure about that. The only real similarity between the last two operations is that we had to use omnium reactors that existed on the surface layer. If we locate the next reactor, we might also find a new data singularity there.
That's a bold assumption, Authorizer. If you're right, it might revolutionize our entire understanding of the surface layer. Here's an example. Research revealed that attacks on the foundational layer by viruses led to anomalies in Ada's surface layer. That's why, after you eradicated the viruses, the surface network's aberrations vanished.
If your theory holds, then a data singularity's surface coordinates should align with a foundational layer vulnerability, rather than being tied to a fixed object on the surface layer.
Exactly. If omnium reactors can pinpoint data singularities, it implies that the surface layer's operational logic also impacts the network's foundational layer. This could significantly influence our network's repair strategies.
Understood.
Understood. Komm, erstmal ein ganzer Text.
Get moving, Authorizer. If you actually succeed, we'll have a lot of work ahead of us.
Understood. But before I proceed, can you tell me if Hykros has any lab records on omnium experiments? Especially those related to reactors from before the cataclysm? This would help me find them more easily once I enter the network.
Yes, I did find some. After you mentioned what happened on the surface layer, I stumbled upon a few records. I think you'll find them quite intriguing. Once you've gone through these materials, you'll be ready to dive into the network.
Ja, und Zeitungsartikel hier. Ups, mit dir will ich nicht reden. Ich will nicht mit dir reden, Mann. Ich habe die in dem Quest angenommen. Auch gut. Ja, noch ein Zeitungsartikel. Aha. Habe ich auf jeden Fall alles durchgelesen. Aha.
Hey Plotty, I looked through those files you gave me. I have some questions about their authenticity.
These are all official reports from Asperia's media and the Federation. Even if the events aren't perfectly aligned with the facts, the conclusions are verified as true.
But if everything in these files is true, does that mean I've already altered the history that was meant to unfold within the network? If so, will everything still play out as it did in Ida's real history?
There's a flaw in your reasoning. It's precisely because the network's history is immutable that the events recorded in these files are destined to occur. I showed you these files to remind you not to waste any more energy on the surface layer than absolutely necessary. Or have you already forgotten?
Ich verstehe auch nicht, warum die so darauf erpicht ist, irgendwie einander zu helfen. Das sind alles nur virtuelle Figuren, Mann. Das sind alle nicht real. Warum will sie denen jetzt unbedingt helfen? Die einzige, die ja nicht real ist, ist halt Shirley so. Scheiß doch auf die anderen, ey. Wahrscheinlich gibt es gleich nur eine Nachricht, die wichtig ist. Oh, wir müssen uns das Werner treffen. Geil, jetzt kann der erstmal wieder 5 Minuten laufen. Alles klar, Audienz der Werner, yay. So, ja gut, hier starten wir auf jeden Fall nicht, wir starten auf jeden Fall da. Wäre es halt doch schneller, ich weiß nicht, wie schnell es ist, wenn man von da aus da oben hinfährt und dann dahin rennt. Das können wir halt auch mal ausprobieren. Vergeht es schneller als auf Manuel hinzulaufen. Ich hatte keine Ahnung, wie schnell die Suchmaschinen Taxistände da sind. Mit der Tür über den Umweg fährt, so von der Theorie her, dann bringt mir das auch nichts. Das Ding ist ja unter mir. Da oben. Irgendwo hier oben auf dem komischen Berg. Und dann fliegen und dann Winkel. Oh mein Gott, was ist passiert? Der Weg ist jetzt schon anstrengend, jetzt sind wir auch wieder. Ne? So, benutzt ihr das Ding hier? So. Und jetzt? Kommen wir dann mit einem Express, bitte, wenn Sie ein Ziel aus. Wie? Achso, so, ja, da will ich ein 5. Das kostet mir sogar was. Was ist das hier? Durchstreifen, hä? Durchstreifen verlassen? Was bringt mir das? Keine Ahnung, den machen wir so und fertig. Weil wenn ich jetzt aber so plopp ist, Ladebildschirm, dann bin ich da, dann wäre es so auf jeden Fall schneller. Sieht so aus, okay, wir fahren also nicht extra, dann hätte es sein können, dass wir so einfach dahin fahren. So wie zum Beispiel hier in wie hieß denn die Stadt nochmal, da in Vera. Da war es ja auch so, da gab es auch diese Taxistellung, da bist du ja wirklich gefahren. Ja, dann ist das so, glaube ich, dann doch tatsächlich schneller. Auch wenn es natürlich nervig ist, da den Berg hochzugehen, aber auf jeden Fall schneller als sonst ganz hinzufahren. Ja, sehe ich komische Magnetbahn hier, wo ich gerade drauf bin. Aber das ist natürlich noch hier rüber. Sind wir da? Wer noch?
You're finally here, researcher! Check out the fruits of my latest and greatest research on Aurora Industries. It took 3 days of non-stop work, but it's finally done.
Actually, she just rummaged through the old box and gathered all the intel from Wednesday. Grey Fox had always been urging her to organize it, but she kept putting it off until now.
Absolutely! I fed all the intel from these reports, plus Aurora Industries' public market data, into Grey Fox's decryption terminal. And the AI has already pinpointed several possible hideouts for Grey Fox. Unfortunately, since all this intel was gathered in the past, we can only narrow it down to a few buildings and manufacturing plants under Aurora Industries, as well as some of Lucius's private properties. The rest is up to Officer Roslyn, our guardian angel whose courage, incredible acting, and commitment to justice have empowered her to continue our righteous fight against Chief Wells and his tyranny.
Well, that introduction was super long. In short, I fibbed to Wells that my zeal to nab the thief led me to mess with his plans. That tale earned me a suspension pending investigation, but it gave me ample time to shadow him. I know exactly what you're thinking, but the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Anka and I have agreed on a secret code, and she can see my location in real time whenever she wants. If anything happens to me, she'll know where to find me.
Our secret code is Sega, 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 Sega.
I've already sent Anka the location Wells often visits when off duty. Hopefully these will help you rescue Grey Fox. Wells is in a meeting with some of Asperia's government officials today. I plan to slip into his office to gather some crucial evidence. Anka, watch your backs out there, and best of luck. Okay, let's go.
Here's the information Roslyn gave me earlier. If you put it all together, there are only 3 places left to investigate. A private villa in Dandelion Coast, an Aurora Industries production plant in Linglong Industrial Park, and an unfinished building in Azure Coast.
We don't have time to investigate all 3 of them. If we want to maximize our chances of saving Grey Fox, we'll have to split up and search. Ace and I will take Azure Coast. You should be pretty familiar with Linglong Industrial Park, researcher. Why don't you and Meryl handle that area?
Actually, through my Hykros connections, I recently discovered that the building in Azure Coast is actually another secret Omnium research center by Aurora Industries.
So Lucius is keeping a huge secret somewhere in that building, and it's most likely connected to Grey Fox. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Then again, we'd be wasting a lot of time if we didn't find her there. Maybe it's better if we cover more ground first?
Researcher is right. To the Public Security Bureau, you're nothing but a group of uncontrollable fugitives. Without me here, they would stop at nothing to hunt down and arrest you all.
Such a hassle. Let's all just head to that coast then.
Okay, die Küste. Dann gehen wir erstmal wieder hier raus. So, wo wollen wir noch hin? Da. Dann packen wir uns da hoch. So. Komme ich hier rechts durch? Das war so komisch, okay, ich komme hier einfach gar nicht durch, geil. Dann gehen wir wohl einfach oben rüber.
Is this the place? It's so quiet. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. Do you really think we'll find Gray Fox here?
It seems there are two entrances here. One at the front and one at the back. Should we pair up?
Yes, I think we can cover more ground that way. I'll go with researcher.
And since when did we put you in charge?
You're the one who suggested splitting up in the first place.
Hey boss, don't you want to team up with me anymore? Or are you ditching me for the new researcher?
Anka, once we save Gray Fox, I'll make sure she knows every single thing you've been up to. Every bit of it.
No, wait! Researcher, help me out here! I don't want Gray Fox to chew me out when she's back. Hey boss, wait up! I don't have a motorcycle!
Ah ja. Wir sollten auch losgehen. Gehen wir denn hin? Boah, ich würde aber tatsächlich sagen, wir gehen morgen hier wieder ins Labor. Dann vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.